And forgot to account for the safeguard, but that is what it is.
I'm not a smart man.
Yeah, I should have brought Ares in here, but oh well. How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here. Today we have our matchup against Matt C. And let's go ahead and check out their TCP. It looks like they did about as well as we did for round one, so that's kind of comforting. They are 272 million TCP, about 273. Now let's go ahead and check out the defenses. So stage one, we have Xavier, Mephisto, Null, Taunt, and Sasquatch, and New Emma. Pretty interesting. Stage two, we have a full G23 diamond Vigilante team. Well, 2 diamond with Hitmonkey. Stage three, we have Night Stalkers with Nightcrawler. Stage four, Superior 6 with Quasar. Stage 5, we have the Black Knight, OG Emma. We have Kahori, Omega Sentinel, and Apocalypse. And Stage 6, Annihilators with the Phoenix Force. 3 diamond there on Omega Red Phoenix Force. So, looks like some pretty interesting things. The biggest thing I see, though, is in Stage 1, they didn't make them all skirmishers. I think if they did that, that would make this room even more scary. I'm going to end up double sacking this, so let's go ahead and start with this one first. All right, stage one, we're just going to end up doing a double sack in here. That's going to get the 2 exhaust on Mephisto. That's also going to allow me to pull both abilities from Professor X, making the follow-up attack much easier. I think I feel comfortable dropping 2 attacks, and hopefully you don't drop any more beyond that. So let's go ahead and do the first spurt. All right, so there goes the Mephisto. Ultimate Pact, he's doing his special into Vision, that's fine. There goes Null doing his ultimate, so there's the ult pulled from him. Can we end up... Alright, so there's the special from Xavier. Now we need to last as long as that one did, so we pull the ultimate from Xavier. That's going to make the follow-up much easier. Alright, for the next burn, we're just going to go in here with the full Spider Society team. I'm hoping those death fruits and everything can kind of live through them long enough, and I can actually pull the ultimate from Xavier. That's the plan for this one. All right, so there's the ult. Luckily, we had those death proofs. All right, there's the special from Null. I don't know if we're actually going to survive to Xavier due to that. We actually get a turn. All right, let's go ahead and pull the ultimate. All right, there's the ult from Xavier. Perfect. I wasn't sure if I'd actually be able to pull that. We got lucky, I'd say, on that one. All right, because this is stage 1, I'm going to make all of the Immortal X-Men skirmishers. I believe because Xavier did his turns in the previous attacks, we should be able to get the assist on him. If not, I think that's still going to be fine. Storm is going to be able to get the stun into Xavier. From there, I believe it's Jean's turn. Sasquatch is probably going to end up putting on his taunt unless we knock him low enough through Storm. Should have enough control in here with Cable doing the special. We should be able to use the ultimates as well in here. So let's go ahead and get this attack going. All right, so let's go ahead and get the stun over here into Xavier. And there goes all of the assist going into Xavier. All right, now we got Jean. Let's use that special. And yeah, there goes all of the assist, like I mentioned. All right, let's go ahead, use the special from Beast. All those attacks are going to go into Mephisto here. And Storm is about to hit her 20 charges. That's great. All right, let's go ahead, ult into the new Emma. Bring them all together. And let's go ahead and special for the turn meter rewind. And Storm might end up dying. Yep. All right, let's go ahead, pop the ult. I'm going to get the attacks going over here into Xavier. So it did end up costing some efficiency, but yeah, we are still good. All right, stage 2, we're just going to doing the Vigilante mirror matchup in here. Pretty standard matchup. We're going to clone one of theirs. They're going to clone one of ours. We get the offense buffs, they don't. Let's take it out. All right, looks like we got a Punisher and they got a Punisher, which is great because that means double the retaliations, which is awesome. And there, because they don't get the offense buffs, they don't strip our buffs, whereas we do. Let's go ahead and we'll use the ultimate because of the placement. Usually the special isn't too bad, but the ultimate's going to get us that speed up here. All right, let's go ahead, burn the ultimate from Punisher. And here's the special from Daredevil Modern that's going to heal us back up. And let's burn the other ultimate from Punisher. All right, let's go ahead. We'll use the special from Elektra. I was trying to strip those positive effects off. Regardless, though, we did end up getting some retaliates from the Punishers. And yeah, I can see how the positioning of Daredevil Modern in the middle is actually pretty good and making this a little bit more difficult than usual. We killed Silver Sable. There's a special. We got the flips. Elektra's killed off. Let's ult into Punisher here. All right, let's special into the middle. And there's the kill on the Vigilante team. I like the positioning of Modern being in the middle because that's going to stop you from doing the Hit Monkey special. And you kind of end up doing the ultimate. All right, stage 5. We're going to end up using our Star Jammers in here. It's just more reliable because I don't like messing around with that Kahori and everything. I technically can end up using my Black Knight here, but I want to end up using that in stage 6. So let's go ahead and knock this one out. All right, let's start by doing the ultimate here. That's going to get those charges and all those positive effects off that Black Knight. Let's go ahead and target Omega Sentinel with Howard ult. That's going to get the ability blocks on them. All right, let's go ahead and we'll use the special into APOC. Get the kill on him so you don't have to worry about that ultimate. Ult from Lilandra. That's going to kill pretty much everybody. And yeah, they're all pretty much dead here. Like I said, super easy matchup on this one. All right, for stage 6, we're going to end up using our Black Knight. We have Odin in here as well. Old Man Logan, just for some good control and him to kind of go burr. We have the new Emma in here to stop the speed that Omega Red Phoenix Force typically gets. And then we have APOC in here to stop the safeguard. I think this one should end up going pretty good. Let's go. All right, so Omega Red's going first. That's fine. There's the one retaliate. Phoenix going. Our Old Man Logan just got yeeted. That's not good. All right, let's go ahead and... yeah, let's go ahead and burn the ult here. There's the assist from Odin. Now when Odin goes, we're going to be able to get that battlefield effect and really lean into that portion. There was Black Knight. Let's special here. That's going to heal us up, get some buffs out there. And he's going to end up specialing. If he hits Odin, I honestly don't care. And if he hits anybody else, I think we'll be fine. Let's get some damage in Omega Red. Nice ability block into him too. And what at APOC, that's perfect. Alright, so there goes the kill on Omega Red. Ability block into Phoenix. And here comes a basic. Now she's going to come back. And yeah, that should hopefully kill Omega Red again. And there it is. I'll take it. It's not that clean, but we got the one shot. All right, we're gonna end up using our Illuminati team into the Night Stalkers with Nightcrawler. This one should be pretty easy, I think. The Nightcrawler I don't think is really going to change anything on this type of matchup. So let's go in and take him out. All right, special into the man thing right here. All right, let's go ahead, use the ultimate. That's going to end up getting trauma out there. Now they can't flip the slows into the speed up. Or the offense up for that matter. All right, let's go ahead and we'll use the special here. All right, nice rebound chain. We got immunity on us now. And let's go ahead and get the stun over here into Blade. Target Nightcrawler special. All right, Oath is taking her turn now. And Agatha going, and we're still looking pretty good right now. And yeah, let's go ahead, ult into Nightcrawler, hit the two adjacents. Nightcrawler's gone, ability blocks out there. All right, this is going to get Safeguard on us, heal us up. All right, ult here, that's going to hit everybody. There goes Agatha, that should kill Man-Thing. Ult with Black Bolt. Striker Shot should take out Blade right here. There he goes. And now Oath is gone, yeah. Pretty easy counter for this one. All right, for stage 4, the Solar Annihilation. This is the basically dead room because nobody's really doing the Starjammer's Annihilator counter. I'm going to do something similar that I did in round 1. So we're going to end up using Songbird in here to flip everything, including the immunities. Black Cat in here to special. Hopefully Songbird is going to go first right here. If she does, then we're going to be able to get a stun out there. We have Quasar out here, Lady Deathstrike. We have Medusa out here to get rid of those Death Frisks off of Lizard. Let's see how this goes. And I forgot to account for the Safeguard, but that is what it is. All right, ult from Green Goblin Classic. Yeah, I might have made a mistake on this one. I'll just keep it and we'll just do a burn and then we'll go back in for the cleanup. All right, let's go ahead. Ult with Songbird. All right, let's go ahead. Special with Quasar into the taunt. And hopefully I can get some bleed outs. That would be actually pretty cool. All right, there's the special going into Lady Deathstrike. Yeah, I should have brought Ares in here, but oh well. All right, we're just going to end up going in here with our Astral Ares team. So that way, no Safeguard. And then the Astral team, I think they should be able to handle this. Let's see. All right, so you're going to end up doing the basic. All right, so now we have Shadow King going. Let's go ahead, special into Quasar here. And there goes Lizard. Yeah, so this is going to be a pretty good cleanup, I think. That's going to flip. All right, so overall, looks like we dropped 3. I think that might be okay, honestly. Got the double burn attack into the Xavier comp, and then just kind of messed this one up. Let's see if my opponent attacked yet. All right, so my opponent did end up finishing their attacks. Looks like we got the victory on this one. We got a 48,977 due to those 3 dropped attacks. And my opponent, looks like they didn't get the full clear on me. So let's go ahead, double check the attacks to see what happened on here. Stage 1, we did the 2 burn attacks, which I felt was safe. Immortal X-Men for the cleanup, 7560. Stage 2, we did the Vigilante Mirror, 8364. I really like the placement they did here. That really threw out the efficiency on this one. Stage 3, we did Illuminati, 8365. Stage 4, I did end up testing out a similar team I used yesterday on this one, or for my round 1. regardless, I think if I would have taken out, say, Medusa and used Ares, I'd still be able to stop the safeguard. Songbird would be able to flip the death proofs anyway, so I do think I misplayed this one here. That got us a 79-68. Stage 5, we did Starjammers 83-69. And stage 6, we got the one shot on this one. It wasn't that clean, but we did get it for 83-51. Now for my defense. They did Illuminati as well into Night Stalkers 83-63. Stage 2, they end up using their accursed here. I think this was a mistake. They could have used this to take out a bigger team, especially when they have big diamonds on this team because they scale so well. Stage 3, they did 2 burn attacks in here. Thunderbolts, including Songbird. She's better as a plug-and-play character. Liberty, and then they went in with Fantastic Four thing as the 4th one instead of Human Torch. Interesting. And then Odin 75-72. Stage 4, they did Immortal X-Men 83-69. Stage 5, this is a brutal defense. I really like this, especially in stage 5 with the traumas in here. They did 2 burn attacks, then they tried Old Man Logan, Astral Super Scroll. Yeah, they stopped the turn meter, so that's not great for that one. Stage 6, they tried Starjammers, that failed, then went in with the cleanup of the Cabal team 79-64. So we are 2-0. Both times our opponent didn't get the full clear on us. That stage 5, basically, let me go with my defense to kind of give you my reasoning why I've been doing this. I have a character that gets turn meter in here with Super Scroll. I have the Fantastic Four, Xavier. OG Emma isn't doing too much right now. She has very short cooldowns, so being able to try to get slows out there and the mind control attacks. The speed isn't working. I believe that's going to get corrected though. Then we have an accursed team in here, and then we have another turn meter character in here. So I'm trying to spread out them using their characters like Captain Britain, Howard the Duck, Cabal. So they have to be really careful on where they pick and choose. So by getting so many turn meter characters out there and these 2 monster defenses, I'm just trying to spread my opponent thin, and so far it's been working. We'll see if that ends up holding up. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and good game, Matt C. Hopefully we get a rematch in the future. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.